This particular episode, I'm going to start with an interesting story because the guest is a very special one and someone very close to my heart. It's a story about two friends and very similar in approach, mindset, view of life, but they branch off into two different ways of life. Rashid and Amish. So this story is about my best friend, one of my best friends. And we grew up together. He had a huge influence on my music because both of us started to play music together. We learned so much together. We traveled together. And he was my neighbor. So we did so many activities. And he moved to Germany. I moved to USA. And time passed by, then I eventually decided that, I was going to track him down and see where he was. So I started to do that, and I found out that he had disappeared and no one really knew where he was. And like a detective, I tracked him down and I found out that he had left everything and become a Buddhist, and he was somewhere in South France. Long story short, I went after all the places that he had stopped at, and I finally discovered that he had settled in Nepal and sometimes travels to Sri Lanka. There is this huge, beautiful Buddhist monastery that he resides in now, where he teaches and he's doing his work. But the reason why I wanted to bring him on my talk show was because he has an important lesson, for us. Usually I have people on my show that talk about how to be successful and how to gain material achievements and those sorts of things, But here is a person who, you're going to have to take my word for it, is extremely talented, very smart. Like anything he gets into, he masters it, like I've seen him get into music and he became amazing at it. And I'm not just talking about being able to play a few tunes. He achieves a level of mastery that very few people are able to reach, And then he moves on to the next thing and he masters that. But this one particular sacrifice in his life is so huge and worth mentioning to you. He got into SAP at a time when SAP was really new to the world. And those of you who know, it's a system in IT. And if you have a career in SAP, you're set because those people are making huge amounts of money. But as an accountant, as a person who has this amazing opportunity in SAP, to decide that I'm going to give that up and become a monk to teach children in Nepal, that is mind-boggling. It's amazing because the lesson here is that life is not about material gains. It's about spiritual treasures. And this attribute of his, even though I am not a Buddhist or I don't follow that philosophy, but I admire the quality that he possesses, which is that, I am trying to share this message with the world that, gain the disciplines to be successful in this world, to be able to survive. And one of the jewels that I wanted to share with you was this particular piece that, yes, it's about being successful, but in essence, success isn't complete unless you have the heart to give it all up, to be able to share with others, to be able to help others, not for the sake of money, but just for the sake of humanity and seeking higher values in life. I'm going to let you take a look into his world because he would not come on the talk show and interview because it goes against his oath. So I had to ask him to just send me a video of what he's doing over there And then kind of I said, you know what, I'll just use that because I understand that you can't be on a talk show, but let me show my viewers the world that you live into now, and the things that you're doing now. And I think that should be sufficient.
What's up, guys? Yeah, so I'm doing the video for you guys to show you a bit what I do here. So right now I'm in my room and it's time to go into the classroom. I'll teach English to class 3. So yeah, I'll take my things and I'll go there. It's been raining. It's raining again. It's been raining quite a bit this week. So yeah, here you can see a bit of Kathmandu outside. These are the flowers. I take care of all these flowers as well. Inside this room is a computer room. This is where I teach computer basics to the children. Up there is the main temple room where they do practices and rituals. Here's the entrance. In the future, this place will be an institute and a university. On one side, traditional for monks and nuns, Tibetan, and on the other side, in English for Westerners, basically. And this year they will start building accommodations for 300 people. So yeah, it's like a hostel, not a hostel, but like a how do you call it, dorms for students. So this is one class. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, everybody stand up. Okay, sit down, everybody. Everybody put your hands together. Again. Sangye chedan sogi chona. Pende. Dangi kyapsu chi bagi gimso gi pesana. Dola pensi sangye do